EHAS CLUB presents Stories to Create podcast, where the tale of our guest takes you back, way back to where the story first got created. Now, to help create this new story, here is your host, Cornell Bunting.
Yes. Welcome to another episode of Stories to Create podcast right here at EHAS CLUB. I'm your host, Cornell Bunting. I'm telling you guys, we're excited. Can you see my face? Can you see this beautiful young lady over here? Oh my goodness. Listen, we have a queen in the house, people. Jules Nesby. Did I say it right?
You did. You did. Thank you.
I said it right. Listen, guys, when I tell you she is on all the different big stage you can think of, the runways, all these different beautiful pieces, just one Mrs. What do you call it? Miss Africana. Oh my goodness, doing a whole lot of stuff over here. And so I'm really excited. Yo, we even have projects that we're going to be collaborating with this beautiful queen right here. In the islands. Yes, in the islands. That's coming up later this year. But we ain't even going to talk about all that right now. What we want to do, because, you know, on this show, what we do with our guests, we go back. Okay. We go back. How far back can Jules go? The young Jules, like the 6, 7-year-old Jules.
6, 7-year-old?
Yeah, like, you know, with the growing up, the upbringings.
Yes. So first off, thank you so much for having me on your podcast.
Yes.
I am so honored to be here with you today.
Awesome.
So my upbringings, I grew up with a single mom. Shout out to mom.
What? Big ups, mom. Big ups.
Yes. So I have a huge respect for single mothers because I understand the challenges, but my mom never let me know that she was struggling.
Right.
And she always made sure that her own were okay.
Yo.
So, yes.
And where was that? Was that here in Florida?
No, I moved around a lot as a kid.
Yeah?
So,
Where can you remember starting out?
All around. But that's my personal life. You know, I'm not the type to just throw it all out there. But if, you know, we get close, then that's something you'll know. But,
yes.
But as far as like me entering Jules and who I am, her being a single mother, you know, built me to become who I am and to build that resilience and to build that self-empowerment, you know, just from looking at her.
Yeah.
And then when I moved to Florida, I started modeling when I was 15.
Man.
Yes.
So before you go into that, because I'm telling you guys are not seeing it because, you know, we dropped the video later. But my goodness, we got to talk about the beauty right here, people. Like coming out like a goddess over here.
Oh, thank you.
I love it.
Thank you.
Who did the do?
I did. I also do hair. Yes, I do. I do it on the side, but I do know how to do hair, and I did my own.
Oh my goodness, guys! If you see this look, you'll see this look because you'll see. You know what? I want a look of this that you guys will get to see every time you listen to the podcast. It's beautiful.
Goodness. Well, thank you.
So you
see the shirt.
You know what? I had to do something a little artsy today because I know you're about the hearts. You know, yes. And it almost like we got a little blend thing going, isn't it?
With the olive green.
I love it. So you came to Florida.
Yes, I did.
And you decided, you know what, I want to go into modeling, the arts. Well,
Well, okay. So growing up, I wasn't the type to say, I'm going to model.
Right.
I'm going to be a model. So when I was a kid, I wanted to actually be a teacher. What? And I still do. And it's funny because when I look back at it, it's like, that passion is still in my heart. But I'm also into fashion. I'm also into, bringing out that self-love in others.
Yeah.
So
it's just what I want to teach that
Right.
just kind of shifted. At first it was biology,
Right.
but now it's self-love.
Wow, that is, and that is really important. I don't think a lot of us really fully understand
Yes.
the importance
Absolutely.
of self-love.
Yes, very important.
And we'll elaborate on that some more later in the show.
Mm-hmm.
But touching back on the journey, because here you are in your teen years where society would say you're not making decision on your own, because they said it's 18, right? Then
Yes.
So what was mom feeling like?
So mom, as long as I had A's and B's, I was at school every day. I wasn't bringing boys home.
Yeah.
Mom said, do your thing.
Okay.
But where we kind of started bumping heads was when college came around. So yes, I went to college for a point in time, and then I decided to take a break and focus on my modeling career to see, and respect myself and, understand what I wanted to do.
Mm-hmm.
And so when I took that break and I got into modeling, I started scaling, doing more and taking off more. And I was like, okay, well, this is something I really want to do.
Right.
So I'm going to put college on hold for a second.
Oh, man. Mom wasn't liking that.
No, she was not. No, she was not. So, anytime she sees me, she's like, oh, how are your classes coming? Did you sign up for the fall semester? Did you sign up for this summer semester?
Yeah.
I'm like, no, Mom, but I have a show in New York. And but she still supports me. That's my mom. That's my number one fan. She's
good.
My writer.
That's good. That's good.
Yes.
Wow. So friends from school, do you still communicate with them? Or?
So high school or. So some high school friends, when I was in high school, I actually was a complete introvert. I didn't really talk to anyone.
What?
I had a selective, group of people that I spoke to, and it was probably 4 or 5 people.
What?
Yeah,
wow.
Yeah.
You just
I
lay my friend.
Corner.
Huh?
Yeah, but not even that.
Yeah.
But just because I didn't feel like I was, it comes down to that self-love thing.
Yeah.
I just didn't have that self-love in myself to have that self-confidence in myself to feel like I can enter a room or enter a group of people and speak and my words would be valuable.
Right.
So I just stayed quiet, stayed, in the corner of the room and
you never thought your opinion mattered.
Yeah. No.
Oh man. And there's a lot of young boys, girls out there right now that feel that, that they're not valued. And if we was to tap into that a little bit, what would that step out look like? Or what would you say to someone that's in that space? Like, okay, I want to step out, but I don't feel like they're going to value my words. How would you encourage them?
Right. Well, what I had to teach myself after building my spiritual journey with God, I had to realize that if I'm here another day, if I'm in a certain location with certain people, then I'm supposed to be there.
What?
So I'm going to speak and I'm going to act and I'm going to, be myself into it.
I like that.
Yes.
Wow. You guys hear that right there. If you're there, it means you was meant to be there.
Exactly.
In that space, in that time, in that hour.
Exactly.
That's a beautiful piece right there. So which grade would you say art came to you? Like you were like, I want to be a part of being a creative individual.
Oh my goodness. I would have to say that was, I stepped out into it when I was in college, but when it really resonated with me was when I was 15.
Okay.
I had my first photo shoot for my sister's hair store.
What?
Yes, and the photographer that shot me, she introduced me to Melissa, who is the director of Art Walks the Runway.
Okay.
And the photographer, shout out to Charlene.
Yeah.
She's awesome, but... Yes, I met Melissa, did the Art Walks the Runway show out here in Fort Myers, Florida.
Nice.
And from there, I was like, this is what I want to do.
Are you talking Melissa DeHaven?
Ooh,
yes. That is
Melissa
awesome.
DeHaven. Shout out to her as well.
So how old were you when you did your first one?
I was 15.
Wow.
I was 15 on that runway.
So you have a little bit of height on you. How tall are you?
So I am 5'11". Man, I've been 5'11" since. It's terrible. It's terrible, man.
You're she was 14 and then she woke up and the growth spurt after that.
Seriously.
You just took off.
Yes, definitely did.
That is awesome. And that's a big thing in the model world, like the height and all that stuff. Mm-hmm. So you did the runway, you felt the vibe.
Yes.
How did you learn to walk?
Oh, I just taught myself. Honestly,
did, yeah?
Okay, well, no, I'm sorry. I didn't teach myself.
Yeah.
I learned by watching everyone else and picking out what I liked for myself.
Okay.
And so just from everyone else, I learned how to build my own walk. But when I hit that runway for the first time, like I was getting ready to walk, and it was just kind of like a moment that just broke out of me, and I just walked.
You're like, this is your time to shine.
Boom. And it was honestly like a blackout, quote unquote, moment, you know.
Wow.
It was just being me into it, and I didn't even know that was me.
And you killed it.
And I did. I'm not gonna lie. I look back at the videos, I was like, Jules, you never did a runway walk before. And that's what everyone was telling me afterwards too. I'm like, no, this is my first time modeling, but I like it. Yeah. I want to get into it.
There you go.
You know, and it's like, it's when you're naturally good at something that you know that's what you're meant to do.
Yes.
You know, when it just comes to you at ease.
Yes. You know, there's a lot of people that are fascinated with that type of show, like a runway, watching the ladies walk down the runway and then the poise and all that other stuff that comes with it.
Yes.
You ever get into like when you're on stage walking? Because, you know, we have a lot of videos that have gone viral and stuff where the heels didn't decide that it was going to go.
People are falling. Okay. I have yet to fall.
Good.
But trust me, I have practiced falling.
You have?
I have practiced. Yes. Because if I fall, that video's going to go viral.
Oh, my goodness. You don't want to fall.
No, of course you don't want to fall, but you want to be ready.
You want to be ready.
If you fall. So if I fall, am I going to do a little leg kick and turn around and give you that first look? Right?
So you got to move after the fall.
Yes, because I'm also a dancer. So if I fall, it's going to be gracefully. And if it's not... If it's not gracefully, just know I'm busting out laughing because I'm just that person.
That is good. That is good. But I feel like a lot of individuals be like, once the cameras start hitting you.
Yes.
You know, and I know you're in that proud moment. You know, like where you doing it, you're doing the strive, the camera is hitting you on different shots and stuff. What is that process like with you thinking
for
like,
me mentally?
Okay,
So I know certain people, you know, different people out there, that creates an anxiety inside of them.
Right.
But then it comes down to, again, like when things come so easily for you and things are so comfortable for you, that's how you know that's where you're meant to be.
Right.
And I'm very comfortable.
That's good.
I am very comfortable, but like for those who do have anxiety with it and just have a great fear of it, just getting comfortable in front of the camera is the best thing you can do. You know, putting yourself in that environment more so that you can get used to it and understand what you need to do to make you calm down. Right.
If you ever have like a song that you just jammed to before you hit the stage, or
that I jammed to? Oh my goodness, no. But I just feel each beat.
Okay.
Because like this is another little fun fact about me. Like I'm really into music. And I was in high school. That's something I was a band kid.
Right.
I did dance.
Whoa! She just gonna drop the bomb on us like that. You was a band kid.
Yes, I was actually in color guard. I was a dancer.
Okay.
Yes. And then I was also in the orchestra.
Wow.
Yep. And then all through middle school, I was in choir. Like I just was really into music. So when I feel a beat, I know a tempo, you know, and then that's how I built my walk, on that tempo. And then, so I don't necessarily listen to music before I get on the runway. I always pray before I get on the runway, though. I always thank God for the opportunity and, you know, do my thing.
This is good because you do have, because when you're hitting the stage, your DJ is getting ready to play a song that maybe they tell you before you do the walk, or
sometimes,
but
not all the time. No, not all the time.
So you gotta. So is there ever a time where the beat drop and you're like, okay, I need to catch this beat, but it's not coming soon enough for me to.
Right. So, like, there's been times when I'm on the runway and the song will change.
No.
And it's a whole different tempo.
What?
Yes. So we're over here,
what
like,
do you do?
four time, and then it goes to, like, 3, 2, and it's just like, what?
Yeah.
But, I just adjust.
Yeah. Make the adjustment.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
You still...
Maybe stop the pose.
Okay. So
something, but...
So that's a good transition move right there.
Exactly.
You stop.
Stop. Okay. Either not stopping, doing like a twist or posing.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
A twist, a turn, or posing. Yes.
When you guys do rehearsal, how long does one set take?
For rehearsal?
Yeah.
That depends. So usually you have either a dress rehearsal or just a runway rehearsal, or sometimes they're both the same. Other times rehearsal is the day of the performance.
Wow.
Or this day of the show.
Yeah.
And then they just kind of go over the runway a little bit, and then you gotta do it.
Just go with it.
Okay. Yes. Follow the person in front of you.
Wow.
Watch them. But other than that, I mean, if it's a planned rehearsal, then usually they have a fitting, and then they show you the runway, and then you have multiple times to walk that runway. Right. And that takes about an hour.
Okay.
Takes about an hour. But yeah, the fittings, it's just up to the person too, and how long they take. You know?
So now that you're in the beautiful world of fashion, modeling, all these things, because you have a lot of females that are like, at the peak of their game right now. What one female stands out for you right now? Like, you're like, I need to get to that level at some point.
Oh my goodness.
Like working for a brand, or whatever that look like.
So, oh my goodness.
There's a few.
So many. Yes, so many, but I'm terrible with names. Please excuse me.
Okay.
I know there's this one, her name is Iman.
Okay.
Of course, I love the original Iman, but there's this other Iman, this new aged Iman, and she is beautiful. But I've just been watching her through her journey, and she has just been scaling so much, and I just aspire to be her.
Okay.
But also, like, all the women out there, Black women too, because it's just like, even though we are in the industry, it's still hard to be in the industry, because a lot of times it's like a certain Black that you have to be, like, it's like, yeah, we accept Black girls, but a certain Black girl look, right?
Okay.
So, yeah, so all the Black women, shout out to you, all the brown women, shout out to you. So
I've seen image, like I remember this model, Lloyd Samuels, that had a very dark complexion, and I remember she did a piece called, I want to say, Ugly Duckling, and it was a huge hit, but it was jetted. It was like jetted black, but it was like, so it almost seemed like it varies on the organization, right?
It does. Yes, it does. But we are getting into a very diverse, inclusive world. So
right.
I'm hoping that they will just start to accept, everyone, and be more open to your day-to-day Black girl, or, your day-to-day white girl, or whatever race it may be.
Right.
Because I don't want to, focus solely on Black women.
Yeah.
But I love my Black women.
So,
speak on them.
So I have a friend. She's from Poland, and I know she listened to the show. But she's 5'4", and she wants to be a model. What?
Shout out to you.
No one's really giving her the opportunity because of her height and stuff.
Yeah, that's funny you say that, because modeling is more than just running.
Right.
It's e-commerce. There's part models. There's beauty models to do editorial shoots. And when you do editorial shoots, you don't have to necessarily be tall, unless the designer specifically wants you to be tall. But a camera can make someone look tall. Different poses, different angles can make you look tall. So if she wants to do runway in specific, that's where the challenge lies.
Right.
But other than that, there's so many different type of modeling.
Yeah.
Go to Miami Swim Week.
Ooh, Swim Week. There you go.
Yes, because I think they vary with their sizes, heights, and they're pretty flexible with it. Okay. Also, if you do like little boutique shows, I mean, you can still get paid for them, from time to time. But those little boutique shows, you can get into those shows as well.
That's beautiful.
Yeah, and speaking of pay, it's been a terrible thing and a challenge with, yes, man. Yes, it really has. It's very unfortunate that a show, someone will book you for a show, have you for 6 hours, maybe more a day, and then say that they're giving you content and exposure through the show and not paying you. No. Which I get it for those who are starting up. Right. But it's still someone's time. Right. It's still someone putting in their work. And why aren't models included in that budget? Right. If we're giving our time and giving our work towards you and your show. Right. I just personally don't understand that. Yeah. Maybe it's something deeper, something that I'm missing. Right. But I do understand coordinating an event. Right. And I do understand budgeting. Right. And obviously models are not in the budget. And that's something that has to be changed. I agree with you. So, and I think what happened now is with the excelling individual that understand their value and their work, what they do is they have their own agreements. Yeah. So if someone reach out and say, hey, we want you in the show, like, okay, I'd definitely love to do the show, but I'm going to send you my agreement. This is my hourly rate. Yes, yes. And if you can't do that, you let me know, and then we'll talk about what, so I think once you do that, that will rule all that out. Yeah, but I know, but that's just me. But for shows, they have casting, so they know what models they're bringing in. Right. They know what type of walk they're going to get from that model. Right. So from that, why can't you look at a model and see, like, okay, she's really good at her work. Right. We're going to pay them for their time. They're not going to do that. I know they're not. I know, and it's insane. Yeah, I know, it's terrible. There's been a movement on Instagram that I've seen. It's like, no pay, no runway, right? Yeah. And so it's trying to get, like, all the models to stop doing free work, Yeah. And I get it, but then you have those models that are trying to build themselves. Right. And so they do the free work. Right, right. And it just spirals. It's just like, there's no winning here. There's no winning here. You just have to speak out and find those opportunities yourself. But it's terrible, man. It's so, because I know once you get to a certain level in the industry, you have bigger managers starting to reach out wanting to manage you. And I think, and those are kind of tricky too, because those have some bad stories, right? Yes, yes. So like me, I'm managed by JLC currently, and Modern Muse. Okay. So those are two different agencies, and then they are non-exclusive. So I also, find my own work as a freelance model. Okay. Yes. That's good. And if you don't have your agent, it's okay to be a freelance model because you get all the money. You don't have to cut your commission. Right. And secondly, it builds a journey and it builds character. Right. As you're making those connections, networking, and finding your own work. Right. But yeah, like me, I have agencies, but I'm not getting booked every day. Right. Yeah. Right. Yeah. I mean, it's a lot of you guys. Yep. There is a lot of us, and it depends on the look. That's trending right now. So are you saying beautiful look is not trending all the time? Aw. Oh, well, thank you. Is that what it is? I don't know. Maybe I need to... Also, I got to hold myself accountable, too. Yeah. I probably need to step out of Fort Myers more. Okay. I do from time to time, and it gets expensive. Right. It gets expensive, but, gas is terrible. Ooh, gas, plane tickets. Airbnbs. He's like, Ubers from New York. Yes, it gets expensive. It does, isn't it? It really does. It really does. Oh my goodness. But I have to still learn the business side to modeling. Right. Yeah. Yeah. I see where a lot of models kind of have those like situations where they're like, this and then I can't. As a freelance model, it's expensive. So anyone who wants to get started, just be ready. Yeah. Especially like if an agency doesn't just pick you up off the side of the road. Right. It gets expensive as a freelance model. It does, doesn't it? Yeah. Going to all the networking events, outside of your hometown, inside of your hometown. Yeah.
That is
the whole business world.
That is wild right there. So, for listeners that's still trying to get to know Jules, what would Jules say is her favorite subject in school?
Science and math.
What?
Heck yeah.
For real? I
was a beast in algebra.
No. she was a beast, people.
Like trigonometry.
Yeah.
Geometry. I loved me some math, man.
Wow. So
Definitely
you
did.
could
Science,
knock out some trigonometry.
Right now, I got
She got the skills.
I have to touch up on it, but I love it.
Yeah.
I love it because it allows you to work out a problem.
Yeah.
And it's not just I don't know. It's just interesting. It's interesting how I could get one answer, another person could get another answer, and we could both be right, we could both be wrong. It's interesting.
That is quite interesting. You're probably one of the first people in a very long time I've talked to that math is on the favorite list.
Yes, math and science.
Wow.
Absolutely love it. STEM.
Yeah?
STEM.
Yeah.
Yes.
Science,
technology, engineering, and math. STEM is... Mm-hmm.
Could you think back on a project you did in science that you're like, I really killed it?
I killed it?
Yeah.
Oh my goodness. No, not that much. We didn't do that many projects, but like science fair, that was in elementary.
Yeah.
Oh no, I can't even think that far back.
Listen,
Oh my goodness.
I gotta tell you guys. And this was terrible. I had a science experiment that went horribly wrong. Horribly.
Oh no.
We were doing an experiment on a scorpion. A mother scorpion she had kids for days.
Mm.
No one told me that after the mom scorpion have all these kids, the kids would eat the mom.
Oh.
The kids ate the mom.
Oh.
So we came back, there was no mom.
Oh.
There was no kids because I didn't lock the cage properly.
Oh.
There was scorpion everywhere in the lab.
Oh my gosh, and no mom to be found.
You just saw the shell of the mom. Like they ate the mom. It was
oh my goodness.
They ate the mom, ate the mom. Like it was brutal. They locked down the lab, had people come in to spray because we had scorpion. Oh
my goodness. Oh wow. But something with science that just really interests me.
Yeah.
Genetic mutation.
Ooh. Genetic mutation,
yes. And what is, oh goodness. So it's like being able to alter the DNA.
Right. Right. So you
some type of engineering. That's interesting. It's like, what?
That is wild. So you have watched all the Spider-Man and all them different Marvel movies, huh?
Yes. There is a Spider-Man out there right now.
that is
really
fascinating.
Yes, definitely is.
So in school, because you were keeping good grades, mom was okay with you doing what you're doing.
Like modeling things, runway shows every once in a while.
Yeah.
But when she saw me doing it, she was like, it's a hobby.
Yeah.
It's a hobby. This is something that she does for fun.
Right.
She has her shows, when she sends pictures out to the family. You know, look at Jules and her little hobby. She's going to college next year. Things like that.
So she's still hopeful.
Yes. And I understand. And education is very important.
Yes.
Don't get me wrong. Don't think I'm just doing modeling and not educating myself. Because I have to educate myself.
Yes.
In order to understand how to act in certain situations, like when it comes to business, and how to communicate to people,
right.
So it's a different type of education, but I am educating myself, as you go along.
Wow.
Yeah.
So this latest title that you've acquired, what was that process like? Stepping into that world?
Yes, it's opened a whole new version of myself.
Okay.
So the pageant, you're talking about the pageant. Yes, because when you do a pageant, you can't be quiet. You can't be,
right.
Not necessarily soft-spoken, because I am still soft-spoken, but you have to understand your value of words, you know, and you have to be able to go out there and explain to people, okay, so this is what I'm running for. Can you financially support me?
Sponsor
sponsorship.
Yes.
And then also making that connection with the other women that you're doing the contest with.
Right.
But understanding it's still a competition, you know? So it's like so many things I had to learn.
Yeah.
And I already had the walk down, like, because I've done modeling.
Right.
I feel like I have my etiquette down as far as like going to different places, how to dress, how to look, how to present yourself.
Right.
Have that down. But when it came to communication, I was just very challenged. Yeah. Okay. So I had to like push myself to watch more YouTube videos on it.
Right.
You know, try to get into reading because I do not read a lot of books, but I want to start. Not only to read, you know, but also to build my vocabulary, you know, so that my verbiage can be greater, you know, and like make something sound nice when you say something. So yeah, reading, I have to pick up that hobby.
So there's some development need to be done on the assertiveness.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. And so, yes, getting ready for the pageant, it was a journey, but it was also a challenge for me, and it just really just opened another side of me.
Wow.
And
how many girls did you have to compete with?
There were 12 of us, so I had to compete against 11 other.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Did you guys have to do different segments, or it was like two segments?
So like the talent portion. Right. So we had our introduction. We did a group dance, and then we had our introduction, and then we had our talent portion, and then we had our evening where we did the Q&A.
I see.
Mm-hmm. And then at the end they announced.
So then the walk had to do big with the gown, the evening wear as well.
Yes. And shout out to Georgia. She's a local seamstress / designer, and she did design my dress. I don't know if you saw it.
I did see the dress. It was beautiful. She did an
amazing job executing it perfectly. But yeah, I wanted my dress to represent that unity that we have here in America, because I represented the USA.
Yes.
So
that was amazing.
Yeah. Yeah, that's awesome.
Did it come to you as a shock when you won?
Miss Africana.
Yeah.
Okay. So in the pageant, there are different divisions.
Right.
And I won Miss Africana.
Right.
And that represents the African diaspora.
Right.
And the etiquette and poise that we hold in our culture.
Yeah.
But the main winner.
Yeah.
Shout out to her. Please forgive me.
That's okay. That's okay.
Please forgive me.
Big ups to the winner.
Big ups to the winner. She is Miss African Roots 2023.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
So I didn't win the main title, but I won a subdivision, and I'm bringing that back here.
Yeah.
In future, you know.
This is big.
Little
big ready.
Yes,
big
little gems I'm throwing out there. I am hoping to start a pageant out here for our young Black women or brown women, because I want even the Hispanic community to join the pageant as well.
Yeah.
But to have our little Miss Africana out here, you know.
Yeah, why not?
So yeah.
I like that. I like that. Now, the traveling now that is unfolding on you, and you've started to get a chance to go to different states.
Mm-hmm.
You know, what is that like when you're seeing the different culture?
Yes. So I'm very open, you know, to anything, anyone, and it's just been awesome to me. It's been very exciting, you know, to see different people,
right?
You know, understanding how different people think, and you know, and what they eat, things of that sort. So my greatest experience was when I went to Peru.
Okay.
That was last year, and I was just in the culture, you know,
the culture grabbed you.
Yes. Like to this day, like for breakfast, I'll eat rice and fried eggs and plantains.
So that is Peru?
Yeah.
What?
Yeah.
Wow, that is awesome.
Yes. When I was there, that's what we had every morning with chamomile tea.
Mm-hmm.
It starts with an M in Spanish. Something
like some type of malt tea,
like menzenasia, something like that, menzenasia, something like that. But, excuse me,
it's okay.
It's horrible, but
this is good. Yeah, so you had a lot of fun over there.
I definitely learned that from Peru. Yes, and I can't wait to go back. I'll be going back.
How
this
is
year.
the road over there?
The roads are nice. It's just like our city.
Okay,
I was in Lima, so in the capital. I'm not sure how it is in the outskirts. This time around, I do plan on traveling and venturing out.
Right.
But yeah, this time I was just in the capital.
Okay.
Yes.
That's beautiful. So if you was to pick a food right now, what would be your go-to food?
My go-to food?
Yeah.
Oh my goodness, that's hard.
Really?
Yes, I'm a foodie. I like trying new things. Yes.
Okay.
But one thing about me, I don't eat like on a daily beef or pork. It just doesn't sit right with me.
Right.
But I'm open to trying a dish that has beef in it. Open to trying a dish that has pork in it.
Right.
Oh my gosh. I went to Haiti last year and I had goat for the first time.
What?
Yes. My mom was like, just try it. Because my stepdad, he's from Haiti.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. And so I tried it and it was amazing. Yeah. But would you catch me ordering goat? No. My heart can't do it. I can't eat it.
You can't eat the goats.
I can't eat the goats. I can't. They're so cute. Little Billy goats and like their little legs and they jump and bat and whatever. I just can't.
You're killing me.
I can't eat the goat. They're just.
The goat is meant to eat people.
What?
Yes.
Oh, I can't do it.
I'm sure a goat be like, listen, I have a certain amount of years that I'm gonna have some fun, and then I need you to eat me because my meat is good like that.
The little Billy goats with their beard, I can't do it. I can't do it. I cannot do it.
You can't do it now.
I can't.
So if you was at a farm and you get, okay, so now we putting you in a situation. Okay. You're on a farm. You know, you're like a farm girl. Mm-hmm. You have chicken. Yes. Pig. Yes. Cow, goat. Okay. There's a day that is the execution day.
Execution day.
You have to execute one of these animals. Okay. Which would be the most comfortable one that you would execute?
The chicken. That's a no-brainer.
You're not going for none of the animals, none of the big ones, just the chicken.
Okay, listen here. The chicken, yes. We will have some chicken spaghetti, chicken Alfredo, chicken Parmesan, like the chicken.
The chicken. Yes. The whole way is chicken.
The chicken,
We doing the chicken.
Yes.
So.
The goat, that's my pet. That's my friend. We built a connection.
I gotta tell you, I killed a chicken one time. Oh, Jesus. And it was a terrible experiment. Oh, my gosh. Well, it wasn't an experiment. We had the chicken, prepping for dinner. Okay. No one told me. So they put the chicken under a pan, and you keep the head out, just the head. And you sit on the pan, and then you cut the head off. Wow. No one told me the bird would have more strength after it lost its head. Knocked me off the pan, and the chicken took off. No head. Couldn't find it.
You're joking.
I'm serious.
I'm sorry, that's not funny. Are you serious?
Oh, yeah. Oh, that happened. That bird took off. Ooh. It took us maybe an hour to find that bird because there was blood everywhere. We had to follow the blood spots,
Are you serious?
Oh, yeah.
Hey, man, but right after this, I'm probably going to go have a whole chicken sandwich. Oh, my gosh, but that's insane. That's crazy.
Oh, yeah. They go wild after they lose their head. But, so some people tie the feet and have them upside down. They cut their head and then they just go crazy. Wow. Or some people try to pan. But you got to have some strength after the head is. Yes. Because when they do that first, boop, they knock you right off. They're out of there. Wow. Them legs just going like it was.
That's something to see, though.
Oh, that is something to see right there.
That is crazy.
Yes, that is why. But, just wanted to prep you for when you do kill a chicken.
Oh, who's killing a chicken? No, we'll leave that to the plus one.
You leave that to the people that do all that.
Yes.
Man.
Or the husband, the boyfriend.
There you go. If your boyfriend tell you, I can't do it, you got to do it, what would you do?
Oh, then I would have to go do it.
Oh,
I mean, I don't mind handling that, but I don't want to handle that. But
it's one of them things.
It would have to be a us thing.
Okay.
It's not you don't want to do it, but I'll do it with you.
Ooh, I like that. Or you gotta
stand. Have
something.
A net ready.
Be ready.
Get ready to catch.
Ooh, have a net ready.
Yes, but whatever it is.
I like
if
that.
I'm doing a hard situation, you have to come with me.
Yes. You have to step in there, and you got to
at least supervise something.
For the unexpected. Yes.
Yes. Exactly.
I like that.
Oh my goodness.
So you're in Florida. You're really enjoying. You have adjusted to what it's like out here. You have a lot of friends out here now?
I do. I have a really good support group. They're family now at this point.
That's
but,
beautiful.
I work with Roses from Concrete. Shout out to Sharita Davis. She's the owner. And in that company, she has a few people that she works with. So like videographers, photographers, marketing people. And so we all work together and just have created a family, and we just help each other grow and beautiful. Expand. So, yeah. Oh, I guess I can shout out a few people.
Yeah, there you go.
Shout out to Daniel. He is a filmmaker, videographer / photographer. Shout out to Jans. He is a photographer out here, upcoming photographer. Daniel, he's the photographer. Yeah. Ernesto, shout out to Janae. She's getting into modeling out here. She's actually shorter and she wants to do Runway. Yes. Wow. Well, she's not 5'11". I think she's 5'5". Maybe 5'4". Yes, and she's getting into modeling. So shout out to Janae. Shout out to Mary. Shout out to Creates by V. She does different events. Yes. Shout out to Audrey. She's our in-house esthetician. Shout out to Bianca. 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 Shout out to B. Just B. She does our marketing and everything. Yes. So we have an awesome team.
You got a whole solid squad.
Team. Heck yeah.
That is amazing.
It's a family. Yes.
So now, with this, because you call it a subtitle, what does this look like, moving into the new year and, with all these different pageantry that is coming up? Are you going to be entering into a few of them?
So I don't know. I have thought about it. Okay. I am still thinking about it. That is still to come. But with my subtitle, I am making it my title.
Beautiful.
And I am taking it here.
Yes.
I brought it here. Yeah. And I want to scale it.
I like that.
So I'm hoping I could get some of the, executives on board. So like the mayor, Mr. Mayor, if you hear this. I'm coming to your office.
There you go.
No, but he's very, very sweet. Very open man,
He is.
So I do want to get this pageant up and running and a few other things I have in mind. Yes.
Okay. I like that.
Stay tuned.
A woman that want to make some major moves.
Yes, and this is the perfect city because we're growing. So many people are coming. Yes. Not only that, but there's opportunity to grow, to start a business, right, especially in the arts, for the arts, but for fashion.
Yes.
Yeah.
This is beautiful.
Super excited.
So now with everything that you have going on in the fashion world, Mom is how often is Mom around?
Mom, anytime there's a show in Florida, she's there. Okay. Mom is very, very supportive. Okay. Like she is, but she always throws in, did you sign up for the classes this semester? Okay.
So she definitely
still pushing
college.
That education. Yes. Okay. Yes. She
Do
just wants me to have a plan B.
Right.
But my idea of a plan B is to get something that supports my passion still. Right. So her plan B would be to go to nursing school. Get my LPN license, become a anesthesiologist, right? And that's a good plan B if you're into nursing. Right. But my plan B is to get a business degree so that I can learn how to scale modeling as a business, how to get my LLC, how to market myself, and so that's my plan B should be a step forward to where I want to go and not necessarily a whole different path.
See, that's beautiful. And I'm glad you just explained that for the listeners to understand, because plan B is when you don't fully believe in your plan A.
Yeah.
So you don't really need a plan B. You have something that you desire of doing, you really want to do that, and you put your all into it. And you show the universe, this is what I want. Yes. And the universe will grant it to you. So, but when you throw all that other stuff, they're like, okay. Yeah.
So what are you really trying to do here?
But, I'm really proud to see, like, where you're going and what
Thank
you're
you.
doing
Thank
and
you.
a lot of what you got going on. Because, of course, we follow you. We follow her, people. We follow her, and we want you to go out there and follow her, too.
Please do.
Go follow her page. Actually, you know what? While we even here at this piece of the segment, tell them where they can find you.
Oh, yes. So on Instagram, you can find me at Jules Nesby. It's just my first and last name. I would say stay tuned to that because I plan on opening a few other platforms, maybe a podcast, maybe YouTube as well.
There you go.
Just a few pointers there. But just follow me on Instagram and stay tuned to what I have to come.
I like that. That. And I mean, we're excited to see what your journey is looking like.
Thank you.
Like I said, we planning a few things. There's some stuff happening. We just gotta let them play out, and then once they play out, then we just we tap in.
Yes.
Now, with your team here, like with the individuals that you work with, and stuff like that. As far as the next project. What does that look like for you? Do you have to do a lot of preparation?
Yes, of course. That's with anything,
Yeah.
And even though you prepare, like sometimes it doesn't go as planned, but you still do it, you execute.
Yeah.
But just been working with another one of our photographers, Trish, a lot, and creating content and we've just been planning for a few events to come. Like I said, stay tuned to my Instagram channel.
I like that, man. So you got a nice little support unit going, and that's good. That's good. It's you don't let a whole lot bother you right now.
No.
There you go.
Of course not.
That's a beautiful thing.
Yes.
It's the way to be. You hear that, guys? There's nothing that important to just take you off your element, right?
Yeah. But there's times, that I do get thrown off my game.
Yeah.
Because I'm focusing on maybe other people. So I have to just take a pause, maybe have a self-care day or like take a second to meditate.
Does your boyfriend do that to you sometimes?
Oh my gosh. No.
Okay,
actually,
he doesn't
no. So my boyfriend is actually amazing.
Okay.
He's very supportive.
Good.
He is constantly pushing me to be the best version of myself. Yes.
Shout out, boyfriend. Shout out.
Those kings out there.
Yes. Beautiful thing.
Yes, it's good to have that support, and even if it's not a boyfriend, just that person.
Right.
That you have. Alongside of you.
You need that. You need that. That's a beautiful thing. For the young ladies out there that, definitely want to, I'm going to do it a little bit different. So, because I think we live in a society where there is a plan A, B, and C.
Yeah.
What would you say to those individuals?
What would I say to those individuals?
That just they have become a product of that environment, and now they're like, okay, this is how I got to do this.
Yes, I would say do a vision board. A vision board.
I like that.
Yes, because it will help you see what you're working towards.
Right.
Like I said, your plan A should just be your straight shot to that vision.
Right.
Your plan B should be something that supports that vision.
Yeah.
Your plan C should also support that vision.
There you go.
Maybe in a different aspect.
Mm-hmm.
So also, having that constant revenue come in, even though your plan A isn't bringing in all the income.
Right.
That's also good to have.
Right.
Some people believe in, a broke superstar, going and being homeless and then, becoming great. And I mean, sometimes people are thrown into that situation.
Right.
Sometimes people choose to be in that situation.
Right.
I personally am just okay, let's see how to say this. So just taking what I have now and making the best of it. So I'm also I also work for Sharita in the office, and that's my constant revenue right now.
Right.
And so as I'm growing and scaling, when I get anything else, that's extra. But I'm also pouring back into my business with the revenue I'm making towards my journey, so towards my path. Yeah. So it's a journey, and it's different for everyone.
Yes.
But just don't don't rush it. You know, a lot of people want it to happen tomorrow, today, but the journey builds character. So don't rush it and enjoy it.
Don't rush it. Do not rush it. You heard it here from our now generation, young lady. Don't rush it, because I feel like a lot of this younger generation now is trying to rush it.
And they are. And then you have the older generation that are also looking at the younger generation as a, what do y'all say, a microwave generation. And I'm like, okay, there's nothing wrong with that, because we do have way more resources, way more tools that you all did not have.
This is true.
That could help us scale way faster.
Yeah. So, I mean,
nothing wrong with taking advantage of that.
Yeah. We didn't have phone going to school, and now you guys all have phones.
Yes, we do.
It's brutal.
Phones, Google.
That's a whole lot of stuff. Man, listen. I had a whole lot of fun with you today.
Oh, well, thank you for having me.
Yes, we have created a story and another story inside of a story. That was beautiful.
Yes.
You know, so with us kind of closing out the show right now, you know, we like to just one fun fact about Jules.
One fun fact about Jules. Oh my gosh.
She got so many people. She got so many.
Oh my goodness.
Maybe just...
I have a huge pet peeve.
Okay. And
it's towards those who don't believe in themselves or don't see the beauty in themselves.
Okay.
So then I'm like, hey, you. You're beautiful. You're amazing. I'm just like, and you're going to see it.
Yeah.
Like, yes. So
this is good.
That's my main pet peeve.
You're a believer of others. I love it.
Yes.
She's so dope. She's so dope and cool.
Well, not dope and cool.
Oh. Listen, guys. You heard it here. We've created another story with another wonderful guest. So beautiful. She is so beautiful.
Thank you.
I want to thank you for being on the show today.
Thank you for having me.
And there you guys have it. Another Stories to Create podcast right here. Just went down at EHAS CLUB. Until our next episode of Stories to Create podcast, because we're actually closing out season 2, our next show. So,
nice.
Rockstar, thank you for being on the show. And yes, we will see you guys soon. And hey, continue to show the support that you guys are doing. Yes. We're getting up there, guys. And listen, it's okay. Go on there, become a supporter. I think it's like $2. And you get all of what's happening with EHAS and the beautiful thing. Everywhere.
Oh.
Everywhere, people. Spotify, iHeartRadio, Apple Podcasts. Okay. Oh, my goodness. iTunes. Everywhere that you know if a podcast is playing, just tap it in. And, hey, it's a beautiful thing.
Awesome. Congratulations to you.
Thank you.
Well, there you have it. The host came, the guest came, and the story was created. Thank you to our sponsors, EHAS Inc., Karis Capital, and the Cornell Bunting LLC brand. Go check out the books, courses, and materials at www.cornellbunting.com. Thank you again for listening to the show. Check back again to hear another tale from another unique guest right here at EHAS CLUB.